basement ASMR video. Today I'll be recording opening some Strixhaven packs as well as some Zendikar Rising packs. I just started up this game again, and I just want some cards from these two sets that I'm missing. So that's why I'm going for this, and this happens to be new, so I'm gonna get 45 of this and 45 of this. So my cat was on my lap, but now he's behind me. He didn't want to chill in my lap anymore. Anyway, so let's just get started. Basically, I got my coffee, got my cat. We're ready to go. Looks like everything is recording all right as well. Yeah, get a little closer to the mic. Okay, let's see. Let's get 9,000 Strixhaven packs. Oh, I get a random rare. That's pretty cool. 9,000 of these. Cool. I don't think I really want either of those things. Let's see what else there is I can spend money on in this game. Oh, stupid card. Okay. Yeah, I know I haven't made a video in a while. I like to open these like kind of individually. I don't want to make this video super long, so I'll just do I'll start with 10 in each of them, and we'll just see how long it goes, you know? Alright, so I got one mythic rare. Linval, let's see if Shield of Seagate. I'll try to read some of these. Shatter Skull Charger, I feel like this is a good card. Trample Haste. Kicker 2. If Shatter Skull Charger was kicked, it enters the battlefield with a +1/+1 counter on it. At the beginning of your end step, if Shatter Skull Charger doesn't have a +1/+1 counter on it, return it to its owner's hand. I think I needed this. This land is good, and I get a free, or not a free, but a rare wild card and a mythic rare wild card. And this is a human. I think this is good for Demir Rogue, which is one of the decks I wanted to build. Okay. Oh, so this is an actual pack I opened. Oh, nice. That's pretty cool. I'm gonna open 10, see what happens. Just one mythic rare. Yeah, see, this is I feel like when I open 10 packs at a time, I get less mythic rares. I don't know, maybe it's just in my own head, but that's what it feels like to me. Because 10 packs in one mythic rare, I feel like. I mean, it's probably pretty normal. I don't know, whatever. If this spell was cast from your hand and you've cast another spell named Approach of the Second Sun this game, you win the game. Otherwise, put Approach of the Second Sun into its owner's library 7th from the top and you gain 7 life. Whoa. Interesting. That's kind of crazy. Is there a deck that revolves around this? I feel like this is kind of crazy. Lightning Helix. I like these special animations, or this special artwork. It looks pretty cool. Anyway, I just want to read this because I love this card. Lightning Helix deals 3 damage to any target and you gain 3 life. Oh yeah. Love zapping people. This looks kind of cool. Oh, I think this guy's good. Magecraft, whenever you cast or copy an instant or sorcery spell, choose target creature you control. Until end of turn it gains. If this creature would leave the battlefield, exile it instead of putting it anywhere else. And then when this creature is put into exile, create a 4/4 blue and red elemental creature token. Let's see what my odds will be if I open them one by one. Lotus Cobra. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, add 1 mana of any color. That's not bad. I feel like that's pretty good in a ramp deck, right? Hexproof Haste Kicker. This spell can't be countered. If Crackblade Ballast was kicked, it enters the battlefield with 4/1/1 counters on it. Archpriest of Iona. Archpriest of Iona's power is equal to the number of creatures in your party. At the beginning of combat on your turn, if you have a full party, target creature gets 1/1 and gains flying until the end of the turn. That's pretty cool. Okay, 4 packs so far. No mythic rare. Flying Kicker. X can't be 0 when Thieving Skydiver enters the battlefield. If it was kicked, gain control of target artifact with mana value X or less. If that artifact is an equipment, attach it to Thieving Skydiver. I think this goes well with. Does this go with rogues, right? Interesting. There's some kind of equipment I think that deck uses. Luminarch Aspirant. At the beginning of combat on your turn, put a 1/1 counter on target creature you control. Okay. Let's open 4 of these. Counter target spell unless its controller pays 1. I feel like this is. Why is this white? What? Is this the new color for blue or something? No, this is definitely white. What the fuck? Okay, that's cool, I guess. Devastating Mastery. I don't know if you guys heard that. That was my stomach. You may pay 4 mana rather than pay this spell's mana cost. If the 4 mana cost was paid, an opponent chooses up to 2 non-land permanents they control and returns them to their owner's hand. Destroy all non-land permanents. Very interesting. It's kinda cool, I guess. Choose target creature. When that creature dies this turn, search your library for a creature card with lesser mana value. Put it onto the battlefield tab, then shuffle. I don't really like this card. I think it's okay, I guess. I don't really like it though. I think it costs too much maybe for what it does. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there's a mechanic that you could use it for. I just don't really like it that much. I don't want to counter on each creature that entered the battlefield under your control this turn. What? You can just choose which one you cast. Target creature that embrows. Dean of Shadow deals 2 damage to that creature. Whenever a creature control with a 1 counter on it dies, draw a card. Interesting. I feel like this card is good. I feel like that's pretty good. Okay. So I've opened 10 packs now, and I've gotten 0 mythic rares, I believe. When you cast a spell, copy it for each spell cast before this turn. You may choose new targets for the copies. Nice. I forgot what Storm does. Dragon's Guard Elite. Whenever you cast or copy an instant or sorcery spell, put a 1/1 counter on Dragon's Guard Elite. Double the number of 1/1 counters on Dragon's Guard Elite. That's pretty cool. Oh, there's that mythic rare, Time Warp. Wasn't this card already in the game? This is like a reprint or something. Whatever. As Shine Shadow Snarl enters the battlefield, you may reveal plains or swamp from your hand. If you don't, enters tapped. I like that. That's pretty good. Zendikar. Felidar Retreat. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, choose one. Create a 2/2 white cat beast creature token. Put a 1/1 counter on each creature you control. Those creatures gain vigilance until the end of the turn. I mean, alright, that's cool. It's not that great. Kind of shit, honestly. Maybe not shit, maybe it's good. Whenever a Skyclave Hierophant or another cleric control dies, return target cleric card with lesser mana value from your graveyard to the battlefield. I think this is actually kind of good. I think this is good. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's not good. In the right deck, I feel like it could be pretty treacherous. Scripture of Insight, kicker 4. Choose one. If this spell is kicked, choose any number instead. Return up to 2 target creatures to their owner's hands. Scry 2, then draw 2 cards. Target player creates an XX blue illusion creature token where X is the number of cards in their hand. Honestly, I mean... No. Too much mana. Maybe for late game, but I feel like there's better spells late game. Akiri, Fearless Voyager, legendary creature, Core Warrior. Whenever you attack a player with one or more equipped creatures, draw a card. You may unattach an equipment from a creature you control. If you do, tap that creature and it gains indestructible until the end of the turn. I feel like that's good. Alright, let's do another 5 of these. Then we'll do another 5 Zendikar, and then we'll do 10 of each, and then we'll do another 10 of each individually. So, yeah. Magecraft, whenever you cast or copy an instant or sorcery spell, creatures you control get 1 until the end of the turn. I have no opinion about that one. It could be good. I don't know the context yet. I'm always cool with mythic wildcards and rare wildcards. I'd take that any day over. If every pack had a mythic wildcard or a rare or mythic wildcard, spell Roiling Vortex deals 5 damage to that player. Your opponents can't gain life this turn. This is just a sideboard card, basically. I feel like it's like good against some weird life gain deck or something. Choose one of the spells kick, choose any number instead. Target opponent discards 2 cards. Return target creature card with mana value 2 or less from a graveyard to the battlefield. Destroy target creature with mana value 3 or less. I feel like the kicker cost is too high on these kinds of cards, personally. I mean, who knows? Maybe I'm wrong. Alright, I'm gonna open 10. Let's do it. Boom. Come on, give me like 3 mythic rares. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, I got 2 mythic rares. That's fine. Seagate Stormcaller. When Seagate Stormcaller enters the battlefield, copy the next instant or sorcery spell with mana value 2 or less you cast this turn when you cast it. If Seagate Stormcaller was kicked, copy that spell twice instead. You may choose new targets for the copies. See, like this, I feel like is kind of worth it. Okay. These are just the new double lands. I mean, this feels like OP. You just pick whichever one you want. It's kind of like, what about the old lands where you have to pay like 2 mana to have 2 different types in one card? Like, why? Why is it now that, like, is there something you have to do in order to, like, can you only pick one side? I don't get it. That's like kind of bullshit. Whatever, I guess I'll find out if it's bullshit or not. Oh, I opened just I should have just like dragged it. Whatever. Copy target creature spell you control, except that it is in legendary. It is in legendary if the spell is legendary. Okay. It's strangely worded, but alright. So it's Splinter Twin, except slightly different. Okay, let's open 10. Come on, man. See, this is what I'm talking about. I get one. Whatever. Other pests, bats, insects, snakes, and spiders you control get 1/1. When Black's Vexing Pest dies, you gain 4 life. Look at the top 5 cards of your library. You may put any number of them into your hand and the rest into your graveyard. You lose 3 life for each card you put into your hand this way. What are you doing, little dude? Neo, where are you going? Come on. The show's not over yet. He's trying to run away from his duties. Hey, come here. Leo. Teachings of the Archaics. Okay, I'm just gonna start like reading cards if I want. I don't know what. I have to see how long this video is so far. So right now we're at like 20 minutes. Okay, that's cool. If an opponent has more cards in hand than you, draw 2 cards. Draw 3 cards instead if an opponent has at least 4 more cards in hand than you. I hope my stomach noises are not being picked up. I guess I'm pretty hungry. I don't feel hungry. Yeah, but like my stomach is making all kinds of noise. Target player draws 2 cards and loses 2 life. I think it's the coffee. Target player draws 2 cards and loses 2 life. I feel like this is actually kind of good. Where's my freaking mythic rare? There we go. Shadrick's Silver Quill. Flying double strike. At the beginning of combat on your turn, you may choose to. Each mode must target a different player. Target player creates a 2/1 white and black England creature token with flying. if I read the whole thing. Anyway. Oh. Destroy all dragon creatures. Destroy all non-dragon creatures. Okay. Oh, you choose one. Alright, darn. Okay, let's just go to Zendikar. Alright, so I'm gonna open 10 Zendikar now, and then I'm gonna go back to Strixhaven. Swarm Shambler. Swarm Shambler enters the battlefield with a 1/1 counter on it. Whenever a creature you control with a 1/1 counter on it becomes the target of a spell an opponent controls, create a 1/1 green insect creature token. Put a 1/1 counter on. That's not bad. I think that's pretty decent. Whenever land enters the battlefield under your control, Kazandu Mammoth gets 2/2 until the end of the turn. And it's a land for some reason. I feel like this is pretty good. Seems really good. I like these creatures that are lands thing. Oh, return from your graveyard to the battlefield any number of target creature cards that each have a different mana value, X or less. Interesting. As I can deem the undergrip enters, you may pay 3 if you don't enter the battlefield tap. I mean, I feel like that's okay. Like, maybe pretty good. Some reanimate deck. Taborax Hope's Demise. Legendary creature, demonic cleric, flying. Taborax Hope's Demise is lifelink as long as it has 5 or more 1/1 counters on it. Whenever another non-creature token you control dies, put a 1/1 counter on Taborax. If that creature was a cleric, you may draw a card. If you do, you lose 1 life. I really like this card. It's really cool. Like, I don't think it's like amazing by any means. I just really like it. I like the card. I like the artwork. I like the mechanic. Yeah, just in general, I think it's a pretty cool card. Alright, let's see and get more mythic rares. Inscription of Abundance. I think I read this already. Kicker 3. Choose one. If this buff's kicked, choose any number instead. Put 2 1/1 counters on target creature. Target player gains X life, where X is the greatest power among creatures they control. Target creature you control fights target creature you don't control. See, like, the kicker on this I think is pretty good for, like, if you can choose all 3. Like, I think that's pretty good. Legion Angel. Creature Angel Warrior. Flying. When Legion Angel enters the battlefield, you may reveal a card you own named Legion Angel from outside the game and put it into your hand. Interesting. I like that mechanic. I think it's interesting. Chirax the Raging Isle. Leviathan. Stormtide. Suppose your opponents cast that target. Chirax the Raging Isle costs 2 or more to cast. 2 more to cast. 3 Chirax gets plus X minus X until the end of X's number of islands you control. Hey, it's just like Stormtide Leviathan. That's pretty cool. Nice. It's one of my friend's favorite cards, that's why. Oh, Gragmaw Skyclave Ravager. This looks like Tarmogoyf. Legendary creature Hydro Warrior Horror. Gragmaw Skyclave Ravager enters the battlefield with 3 1/1 counters on it. Whenever another creature you control dies, if it had a 1/1 counter on it, put a 1/1 counter on Gragmaw. When Gragmaw dies, create an XX black and green Hydra creature token, where X is the number of 1/1 counters on Gragmaw. If you're running like token or counter decks, like with like, I feel like this is like a lot of creatures. If you can build your board quickly with a lot of, like, I think that's pretty. I mean, it's pretty good. It's decent. It's like above average, I would say. Mythic Rare Wild Card, nice. I'll take another one, please. Skyclave Apparition. leaves the battlefield. The exiled card's owner creates an XX blue illusion creature token where X is the mana value of the exiled card. Okay. I don't know why it took me that long to understand that. I was having a brain fart. Alright, regrowth. Return to your hand. One day, Demagoth Titan. Demagoth. Whoa, that artwork is dope. 4 mana, creature demon. When Demagoth Titan attacks or blocks, sacrifice a creature. What if you don't have any? Oh. You sacrifice him. Doesn't say sacrifice another creature, just says sacrifice a creature. Or is this rage? I think this is like a reprint or something. Instant kicker. 9. This spell can't be countered. Urza's Rage deals 3 damage to any target. If the spell is kicked, instead it deals 10 damage to that permanent or player, and the damage can't be prevented. Whew. I feel like this was in the game already. That's so good though. I mean, it's not really that good if you can't ramp, like, get enough mana to that, but if you're playing control, it shouldn't be a problem. And, I mean, they're gonna concede, but before you even get to that point anyway, as Fury Calm Snarl enters the battlefield, you may reveal a mountain or plains card from your hand. If you don't, Fury Calm Snarl enters the battlefield tapped. Okay. Destroy target artifact or creature. It can't be regenerated. Interesting. Okay, so that should basically conclude this video. Opened a lot of packs. Got a lot of cards. Gonna craft a deck probably. Next video I'll be playing some Magic. I'm gonna play some more League. Or actually I never uploaded that video. I need to upload that. But yeah, I'm gonna be playing League in the future. Magic, Dota, potentially. Maybe I'll do some like ASMR production. So I'll like make like really chill music. And so that'll hopefully be really, I just kind of like whisper what I'm doing in the process. I'll like prepare some samples and stuff that I know, like as if I'm like sitting there scrolling through like kicks and 808s and claps and snares that are I'll be like, oh no. But yeah, alright. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace. Till next time.